Breaking news. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo writes Buhari another open letter in the face of all that is on ground and all presently going on. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has written this letter to Muhammadu Buhari. Don't forget that in the last couple of days, Olusegun Obasanjo has had some meeting with some very prominent Nigerians, former heads of state, traditional leaders, religious leaders, to discuss issues with the state of the nation. And guess what? With the meeting being convened, there was no communion relate out to the general public on what they have discussed. As a matter of fact, they came out of the meeting with secrecy, saying that nobody will be aware of what they have discussed. And meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has gone ahead and they've instigated people who will pretend that they are pro Buhari, and these youths, it will shock you to know that some of them are giving because they started disgracing themselves at the end of the day when the money could not be shared properly. They promised them 1,000 naira to hold the banner to say that they are for Buhari, and at the end of the day, the person seemingly who was supposed to disburse the money did not want to disburse it or was being crafty, and so they all started, campaign and says it the 1,000 naira. That's a story for another day. Anyway, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has written an open letter to President Muhammadu Buhari. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Breaking news. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo writes another open letter to Buhari. Former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, has written another open letter to President Muhammadu Buhari, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Obasanjo later advised Buhari to immediately convocate a national conference where disunity among various ethnic groups, scars of marginalization and sundry issues will be x-rayed and programmatic solution proffered. He said all hands must need be on deck to solve the problem for confronting us today. As a nation, we cannot afford to allow things to go from bad to worse under our watch. And so in whatever way we can help, we must come in to ensure that there is safety and transparency in this government as much as possible. In the letter, OBJ suggested a meeting among former heads of states, presidents, retired service chiefs, top security experts, foremost traditional leaders, politicians, ethnic leaders, and other stakeholders to hold in a bid to finding lasting solution to the mayhem of challenges and lots confronting us as a nation so that we can live in peace. The letter, it says, to President Muhammadu Buhari, General. And yeah, he said, I am constrained to write to you this open letter. I decided to make it an open letter because the issue is very weighty and must greatly and of great worry to me and to all concerns. Nigerians and all that mean well and right-thinking Nigerians and those residing in the country, both home and abroad, well-meaning and thinking Nigerians are of great concern with the way things are today. The best way of finding an appropriate solution, because you are the commander-in-chief now, is for all hands to be on deck. We must all work together to ensure that we bring Nigeria to a place that befitting and worthy of better life for every one of us. The issue of insecurity is burying us deep down in this nation, and so everybody must work hard at it to ensure we bring safety to all. Kidnapping, rape, destruction of lives and murder, a lot more going on in the country, are not today's days premise for any developing nation to become properly developed and have stability. So we must all work hard at it to ensure that we bring about safety for all. So this was what Chief Olusegun Obasanjo wrote to Buhari, an open letter. It was, and he said, yours signed by Olusegun Obasanjo himself to Buhari to say, the state of things today, we cannot continue this way. We must do something and we must do it now. There is need for every hands to be on deck. There is need for everybody to work together to ensure safety of lives and property. The things that are happening is beyond we can really imagine. There is need for everyone, to really to work together. And it says he's consigned, and as it is right now, he cannot just be quiet and just pretend and just say all is well. No, no, he has to work at it and ensure that there is safety, and everybody are able to have a place called home where everybody can live at peace, and be able to live their life, and be able to go about their job and businesses and duties well without fear. And this is very important and very paramount, because what we are experiencing today, I can assure you that Nigerians are disappointed. I think disappointed is an understatement. It's beyond disappointment. Where we are today is actually beyond disappointed. We are all actually beyond disappointed. So we cannot sit back and pretend that all is well. Olusegun Obasanjo, it's good you have written to Buhari. And I can tell you, Buhari is not a big fan of Obasanjo. Buhari does not really, they don't really, I mean, both of them are, like, they are not really the best of friends, if you know what I mean. They are not really the best of friends. So you had to send him this open letter. You had to send him this open letter because of because of the current situation between the both of them and the way things are. Yeah, they need to understand that people are not happy, and he had advised him on what to do. Call on all the former heads of states. Call on security agencies. In case you're not aware, in the army today, they've retired those who could possibly have a voice. And if you look at it, if you look at the premise of things really happening, the Buhari does this in such a way that those from the southwest do not have a voice, southeast, I beg your pardon, do not have a voice in today's democracy. How do I mean? If you're not in the position, if you're not in the corridor of power, you may have little or no much contribution to give as to matters of importance. So when people are speaking, when they are making decision, they make the decision, and I'm sorry, you have to abide by it. How many well-meaning, people from the southeast are holding very vital, key position in this country? How many? How many? Let's start from the presidency down. How many? So you can see that the Easterners are seriously being marginalized. This is why people like Nnamdi Kanu are saying, you know what, give us our own nation. Let's call for a referendum. You may not like me, but let's call for a referendum. Let the referendum speak. And if the people say, let us leave or remain, I will respect their opinion. Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Bye for now.